Patriot love in all of us common. With glowing heart we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Leah. And now, the Star Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the spire o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
God bless America. God bless Canada. Thank you, Leo Holtz. This is the 41st running of the Dogs on the North Shore of Lake Superior, the greatest race along the banks of the greatest of the Great Lakes. We are here because of tradition, the tradition of John Bergers, the tradition of his people, and the tradition of those who have devoted so much to this outstanding event. The longest sled dog race in the lower 48 contiguous United States. That means Alaska, of course. There are no dog sled races in Hawaii, by the way. We do honor tradition. You'll hear those dogs, you'll see those dogs. You'll see how excited they are to run. What's a tradition? That's what it looks like. You'll hear them. They're barking, their enthusiasm. They're snapping at the sky. That's what tradition sounds like. Feel your own excitement and wonder what tradition feels like. It feels like being at the starting line of the John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon. And this is the tradition we carry to the starting line today here at Billy's. The marathon celebrating its 41st anniversary run. So let's make sure this is the loudest start ever in those 41 years. We may be smaller in number because of the weather, but we are loud with enthusiasm and joy. And that means we're going to make a lot of noise, right? Can you hear us in Alaska? As we get ready to start the race, a couple of obvious rules. The race starting area is a very congested and very exciting place with a lot of noise and a lot going on. We ask you to be respectful of the mushers and their four-legged athletes. Please do not impede their progress. Cheer them on loudly and enthusiastically, but please stay out of their way. The starting crew has been here many times before. They've got it down to a science. And they are experts at making sure these races start on time and safely. We are 5 minutes away from the race start. 5 minutes away. John Bear Grease will wear bib number 1 on the trail. The other mushers will follow in 2-minute intervals. We'll tell you a little bit about each one of these athletes, welcoming them to the starting line, and then on their way on the Bear Grease Trail. Thank you again, everyone, for coming out to make this a wonderful event in the Northland. This is how we celebrate winter. The storm that's bringing us this cold weather to the north, as you know, is also impacting much of the rest of the United States. We certainly wish the best to those who are under severe storm warnings down south. Some of them getting snow as far south as the Texas Panhandle.
Oh my goodness.
Well, they may have snow. We wish them safety in the weather, but they ain't got no dog sled race down there, I can tell you that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here they come.
To help the mushers on their way, join me with each race start when we count down together the last 10 seconds before departure. I'll lead the count. Please join in and send them on their way with cheers in their ears. That's the best way you can enthusiastically send a musher out on a trail that sometime for the next 2 days might see only checkpoint officials and their handlers and maybe 1 or 2 other mushers along the way. So it's very important that we count it down together, make a lot of noise, and send them on their way in great Northland tradition and style. This is the 41st annual John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon. It is the best race anywhere in the 48 contiguous United States, and it's made that way because of you, our volunteers, and the 2- and 4-legged athletes that make this wonderful spectacle of winter so exciting and so much fun. Thank you all for coming out. Starting the race this year, after John Bear Grease, will be no stranger to the starting line. From Isabella, Minnesota, Peter McClellan is on tap. He's in the batter's circle, so to speak, with a great team. We'll introduce him in just a few moments. We are 3 minutes away from the start of John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon number 41. Wearing ceremonial bib number 1, the spirit of John Bear Grease.
Yeah, they really are. Two minutes and counting. Your attention please. Paging Tommy Way. Tommy Way, please make your way to the starting line. Paging Tommy Way to the starting line. Thank you very much. 1 minute to the start of the 41st annual John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon. Feel the presence of tradition and of heritage. John Bear Grease spirit joins us at the starting line. The son of a great chief, a legend on the North Shore in his day and today. He is the tradition we honor every year with the start of the race that bears his name, the John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon. Our first musher is not seen, but is felt.
He is here in spirit today to lead all our mushers safely along the trail he blazed, the path he chose. We honor the tradition of his people and the preservation of their time that lives for all of us today as an inspiration. Count it down in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Be quick, gentlemen. Be quick. Welcome to the starting line from Isabella, Minnesota, Peter McClellan. Peter's White Wilderness Kennel. Peter said he wanted to learn how to winter camp and took a program with dogs, and the rest, he says, is history, and that's why he's here today. He's been in this marathon many times. He's always enjoyed the race, even the year it poured down rain. We will go for that a little bit warmer today. He enjoys working with the dogs year-round during the winter. He runs the White Wilderness Sled Dog Adventures up in Isabella, taking people all over the world to mush and learn their own adventures in the winter. Off-season, he likes to hunt, hike, fish, and enjoys the North Shore. Wearing bib number 2 from Isabella, Minnesota, it's Peter McClellan. Remember to count it down with me. Peter's bib is sponsored by the Irving Community Club. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peter McClellan starts his race right now. Wearing bib number 3 from Two Harbors, Minnesota, just up the North Shore, Anna Hensley. Anna started running dogs in northern Minnesota about 10 years ago. In the beginning, so she was lucky to work with and learn from a dear friend, Erin Ultimus, and Matt Schmidt of the Sawtooth Racing Team. After running Anna's first race in Minnesota and absolutely loving everything about it, she decided to move up to Alaska to pursue distance racing and the dream of running in the Iditarod. Her partner, Emily Ford, and her spent the past 3 winters training and racing at the Shameless Huskies Kennel in Alaska and finished the Iditarod along with many other races across the state. This year they decided to relocate back to Minnesota and we couldn't be happier. They love the dogs, they love the race, they love the North Shore. They're back in Two Harbors. And at the starting line, wearing bib number 3, Anna Hennessy. Paging Tommy Way. Paging Tommy Way to the starting line. Your attention, please. Tommy Way to the starting line. Anna is an ER nurse in Two Harbors and enjoys trips to the Boundary Waters canoe area. Get ready to count it down with me.
Hopefully. Oh, they got their tires.
And the home of the Fido family, our bib number 4, David Berge. David represents the Dogwoods Kennel. And he says the reason he's here this morning, it was in his late 30s,
We started running dogs inspired by a love for winter activity and volunteering at the Sawmill checkpoint. Once you get the bear grease in your blood, it's only a matter of time. David, thank you for your many years of volunteering for the race, and good luck today.
Nice work out there.
The trail is in northern Minnesota, where Kristen and David raise their 3 children, a flock of sheep, countless chickens, and share a love of traveling the trail with their 29 dogs in the kennel. They love running long-distance races, and their kids have been running shorter races. The Berge family is at the starting line this morning. The basket is sponsored by the Duluth Whiskey Project. Bib number 4 at the starting line, David Berge from Side Lake, Minnesota. Those dogs are excited to run. What a great turnout today. Thank you all for coming. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. David Berge is on his way.
Oh, there they go.
From Warma, Minnesota, Nathan Schroeder. Nathan is a 4-time Iditarod finisher and was once in 2014 voted Rookie of the Year up north. Here down south, though, he is a 4-time champion in Bear Grease, having won this race in 2010, 2013, and a back-to-back win in 2014 and 2015. Nathan Schroeder is looking for a 5-peat today. In 2023, he finished second, a split second behind the leader, Keith Island. He was a photo finish that year. Nathan Schroeder tries to become the first 5-time winner of the Bear Grease here today. He represents his kennel in beautiful downtown Warma, Minnesota. It's Schroeder Mushing. Nathan Schroeder wearing bib number 5 at the starting line right now. Couple congratulatory handshakes. Having checked over the team. I
don't think that one's running today.
Wearing bib number 5 from Warma, Minnesota, Nathan Schroeder. This basket is sponsored by Bickford Brewery Complex in beautiful downtown Duluth.
All right. So, welcome everyone to G4 Journeys. We were just at the start line of the John Bear Grease Sled Dog Marathon. We are about 6 miles north of Duluth right now, just outside of town where the start line is. Not in a great spot to be able to show you, but there are hundreds of cars lining the road here, spectators who came for the start. They're going to keep going. It's about 2 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit here at the start this morning. About 6:30 this morning in Duluth, near Lake Superior, temps were 15 below 0. Further north, up near Tower, straight air temp was minus 35, so it's a cold start this morning. And we're leaving the start line so that we can start to make the trek to our road crossing that we are volunteering at, our first of 3 road crossings between now and probably about 9 a.m. Monday morning. We're a ham radio operator. Call sign is Alpha Foxtrot 0 Bravo uniform. And we'll be helping to make sure that traffic is not impeding progress of the dog teams and the mushers on their way, providing critical communications back to net control as to where the racers are at, the time that they're making each crossing. We're starting to come up a hill a little bit. You can see this is just some of the traffic behind us. We have quite a walk to go yet to get back to our vehicle. It's cold, but it's calm. Not a lot of wind. Dog team to probably cross our road crossing around 3 p.m. Central today. It's currently 11:15. And so why am I leaving so early from the start line? Well, because I had a long walk, I didn't put my boots on. I just wore tennis shoes and my toes are frozen. But the other reason is we have about a 90-minute drive from our current location at the start to get to our first road crossing. The dog teams will be running mostly groomed trails, snowmobile trails. The trails are open, so they'll be sharing those with area snowmobilers. But everybody's pretty aware of what's going on this weekend and keeping their eyes open for each other. So that's about it. I'm not going to stream from the car for 90 minutes. That would be pretty boring, and I wouldn't mind listening to the radio for a part of that. And so to avoid any copyright issues with YouTube, we'll stop streaming as soon as we get back to the car. But once we get there, we'll get set up. I'll give you all a tour, provided I have cell signal. If I have cell coverage, I'll go back live again, so we can do a quick tour of the radio setup, the antenna setup, whatnot, and even show you some footage of some of the teams as they're crossing the road. If I don't have cell signal, then I'll do some and we'll post a series of videos so that you're all up to speed and informed and can see the action, although perhaps not live. But we'll see. I've never covered these road crossings before. It is a clear day, absolutely gorgeous. We'll be at our road crossing from about 3 p.m. until about 10 p.m. tonight. So it'll be getting cold. We have cold weather gear, backup heating systems, kind of everything you do up here. You got to have a primary and a secondary or a backup. I do have a little handheld radio on me right now. We're not quite able to pick up communications between other volunteers and net control. But when we get our larger antenna set up, we'll be able to hear them just fine. And I'll share some of that radio traffic with you. And we're almost, I've been walking nonstop here. We're almost back to our vehicle. This is the 41st running of the John Bear Grease Dog Sled Marathon. If you were with us right from the start, you heard some of the details from the announcer about the Bear Grease. It is the longest sled dog marathon in the lower 48, the contiguous U.S. It is a qualifier for the Iditarod. And there's about, I counted this morning, I think there's 51 teams of dogs and mushers that will be running the race this year. So we've just gotten back. You can see it's just a beautiful day out here, but it is cold. So we're gonna warm up and start to make our way. Thank you all for joining. If you haven't, please feel free, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, then you'll know when we're back online. But thank you all for joining wherever in the world you're from. Pleasure to meet you this morning. And we will be clear for now. This is Alpha Foxtrot 0 Bravo Uniform signing off, and I'll be back online probably in about 2 hours. Thanks all.